Today I'll show you what were some of the strategies and techniques that Israel Adesanya used to fight off the grappling and wrestling of Robert Whittaker. Coming up. Hi, my name is Mark Leichner from MMAcoach.net, where we help coaches, fighters and enthusiasts reach their full MMA potential. And today we're talking about Israel Adesanya's grappling and wrestling defense. Let's start with this situation. Robert Whittaker tried to take Israel Adesanya down but couldn't. He was too far to shoot a double leg, and Israel Adesanya tried to frame with the arm, but he couldn't do it. He was able to escape anyways, and we'll see it one more time. Whittaker tries to shoot, and Adesanya was able to get his hips out of the way and legs, and in this situation he was able to frame. As you can see here, he's able to frame Whittaker's head and widen his base and get out the way, move to the side and defend the takedown. Here's a short drill that we do in training, although without the overhook that Israel Adesanya used. The important thing is to get the frame to the head and move to the side. And in this situation, Whittaker was able to take Adesanya down, but Adesanya is doing something very well, which is posting on the arm and preventing himself from being flattened out. Now he's building his base, getting up, and he was able to do that with a little help of the cage. And he is also attempting to frame next to the cage, this is the same defense he used against the double leg once, but he couldn't do it entirely, but was able to do another kind of defense. Now he's on his back, and he's giving up his back so he can get up, which is something I don't personally like, but it is effective if the guy knows what he's doing, if he's comfortable giving up his back like Adesanya is, and he's walking to the cage where he's able to defend more against this attack. And look at this, he's going for Kimura, which forced Whittaker to disengage. Adesanya didn't really go for Kimura to get the finish, but to get the disengage, which he was able to do. Now he's gonna get taken down again, and look at this, he's posting on the floor again, turning his hips. First he was elevating them and then getting up. Yes, he has his back taken, but let's look at this again. Hand post, which is really important, pushing the head, and now he's going to unbalance Whittaker with the lifting of the hips and turning to the side. This could have been done better, I think, and I'll show you how. Like this, he should have stayed close to his opponent, lift the hips up, and sprawl on him. This is what you should be doing ideally from this situation, but it's not always ideal, and sometimes you have to turn your back. Adesanya did this here, and he got his back taken, but then he walked to the cage and he's fighting the hands. By the way, he's fighting the hands all the time. As soon as he can, he's fighting the hands. Not only from the choke, which you're about to see here, he's gonna turn Whittaker's choking arm to the other side and shake him off, which was great. He made it look really easy, by the way. Now he's defending against Robert Whittaker's clinch. He's trying to frame again. He's using this frame not only for double leg defense, but also in the clinch, and is able to disengage using it. Just like he used the Kimura threat against the body lock, he's gonna use a guillotine threat against the single leg here, which is great. Submission threats are great as a form of defense. Let's look at Whittaker's double leg here. He was able to take Adesanya down, but he had to do a correction because Adesanya stopped his hand from reaching Adesanya's leg, and then Whittaker had to switch to the neck and drive until he got Adesanya down. Great technique. Then Adesanya was able to build a base again and get up, and now we have the same situation. We have the body lock, and we have Adesanya fighting and threatening with the Kimura. He couldn't go anywhere with it, and then comes the knee. Look at this again. As soon as there is some space, he gets the knee in, but afterwards he gets hooked. Let's look at the hook again. This was a great punch. It happened on the disengage, which is where fighters need to be really careful because it can be used against them. Now, look at how Adesanya stays in balance by posting on his hand, not just after the double leg, but also after body lock attempts, and he was able to stay in balance and not get taken down. He also squared up immediately after posting on the hands to be able to defend the takedown. If you like this video, like it and share it, and you can also subscribe to my channel. And if you'd like to take your MMA training further, check out my instructionals. My name is Mark Leichner from MMAcoach.net, and I will see you again very soon.